Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Joanne Bartell's 1000 subscriber celebration hop, as well as May I Scraplift You, because today I am scraplifting the lovely Joanne Bartell. So I scrolled her Instagram and had a great time because she has some awesome layouts, and this is the one that I chose. I am going to start with 3 photos rather than 2. She has a portrait and a landscape photo and a tag going across her layout. I am going to do 3 photos across and skip the tag, and my photos are all portrait. But you know what? When you are scraplifting somebody or you are using a sketch, you have to make those photos work for you, or the layout work for you and the photos that you have. So that is what I am doing. I am starting out with, actually I'm using a bunch of Jen Hadfield's Heart of Home, I think is the name of the collection. It's pretty old, a couple years old at least. And so I am kind of happy to get it out of my stash because I've got quite a bit of it. I really love this kind of, I don't know if it's indigo or indigo-ish purple color paper. But they had a lot of it in this collection, so I bought quite a bit of it because I thought it was really cool. But it's not really my typical style of paper. It's got a lot of florals and a lot of soft pinks on the reverse sides, some grays, just softer colors in general, and I like bright, bold colors, so I don't know what I was thinking, but I do have quite a bit of it, so I'm going to use it. So I have these 3 photos of Noah and his dad. They are building a birdhouse, and so I wanted to go ahead and document that. And I thought this was a good collection to use for that because it does actually have quite a few bird type of ephemera pieces or sticker pieces. So this is the reverse side of one of the papers, that periwinkle, I guess I'm going to call that plaid. I don't know. With the diagonal stripes, basically. And I thought it worked well with the photos, so I'm going to go ahead and use that as that central block that Joanne has across the middle of her layout. I don't have a paper that has a pattern around the entire outside like she does, so I decided to frame mine with a white border. And I know I am mixing white and cream. It does not bother me. I apologize if that does bother you. I feel like cream is just another color, and actually so is white. So if I use cream in one spot, I need to use it in multiple spots, just like I would if I was adding green to this layout, or red, or pink, or whatever. And the same with white. So that's my justification for it, and so that's how I make it work for me. So I am going to end up pulling that entire block down a little bit. I had it a little bit too high to begin with. But, I'm going to get everything lined up first before I do that. And I will figure it out as soon as I start putting the embellishments on, and then realizing that I've got them a little bit on the high side. Pulled out some Rosie Studio tags, and she has tags on hers going vertically. And so I thought I would try to mimic that, but it doesn't work so well for me. So I decided to use one of the tags to cut this paper that has these bird nests and trees and birds on it, and just use it as a template for my tag. And that's actually the only tag that I end up using. I thought I was going to try and do it like she did with the tags tied together, but I wasn't really happy with the way that it looked. And it looks great on her layout. Boy, haven't we all heard that before, right? Like, there's so many times when I look at somebody else's layout and go, it looks great on your layout, but it doesn't look the same on my layout. You know what? We all get into that boat. So if you have said that before, you are not alone. I just kind of found that a little funny. So here I go. I'm going to lower this entire block because at this point I still am thinking I'm going to try to create that vertical line of tags, and I realized that my entire block was up too high to have 2 tags at the top, and so that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to move it down. And then I pulled out the sticker sheet and thought, you know what if instead of doing the tags, I do a vertical line or a vertical column of stickers instead of the tags. And that is pretty much what I end up doing. I kind of play around with which stickers to use, trying to make it look like a vertical column and not like I just didn't know where to put my stickers. But I also want to kind of stay like in a column. I don't want them to kind of like start spreading towards the right or the left more. And so I'm trying to figure out what stickers kind of give that effect the best. I really did try to get that bird in the cage on the layout, but yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. This is not the first layout I've tried to get that bird on the cage or in the cage onto a layout. It's not my first go around with that bird in the cage, but yeah, it doesn't work out. So here I am just kind of playing around with the stickers, trying to figure out what works and where it works well. And I end up using this sticker that says we are family, but I cut off the part that says we are. I just wanted the part that says family. You know, it's his dad. We know they're family, so we don't need to say we are family. And then I thought I would bring in some pink because I did bring in that floral cluster at the bottom left of the photograph, the leftmost photograph. So I do know I want to bring in some pinks into some other areas. And so I'm kind of playing around with that, playing around with the leaves and the spacing on those, and how I can have that foliage fall down to kind of keep creating that vertical line. I don't end up using these two little leaves that I just played with for, I don't know, forever. They didn't end up making the cut. So I just keep playing with that. I do like this pink heart. That is going to end up on this layout for sure. And then I am going to actually find another embellishment to bring over to the far right-hand side, because if you look on JOANNE'S, she has an embellishment cluster between the tag and the right-handmost photo on her layout. Now, because I don't have a tag, my cluster is going to be further to the right than hers, but that's okay. And as you saw there, I just took apart one of the 3D stickers, or the layered stickers, and took the little piece off that had the part that said blessings. It had like the little salutation on it. And I just took that off and put the flower on top of it to bring that pink across. So here I am just making my embellishments work for me again. So I did end up using they're like flat back pearls, and I think I got those at my retreat. I'm not sure. They were in my little box of goodies that I brought home. And so I don't know if they were from MK or if they were from somebody else, but thank you, whoever they were from. And then I decided I definitely needed a little topper for my tag there. So I brought in this burlap ribbon from Close to My Heart. And I am just going to stick that in there. And I just tied a knot of some burlap twine around it, because otherwise tying that burlap ribbon into a knot would be very bulky, and it would not look as nice. So now that it has that little tag topper on it, I did move the flat back pearls around just a bit to make it so that they show a bit better and aren't hidden by that little piece. And I did pop that heart up onto some foam tape. Now I do have this little black and white piece. It had way too much white border around it, so I was just fussy cutting that out. And I'm going to bring that in next to the house there. And I'm trying to make my vertical line a little bit more towards the right for the bottom portion of it to align it better with the top. And I couldn't really bring that cluster of flowers at the bottom of the photograph more right, because it would cover the photo where he is actually working on the birdhouse. So I needed something else to kind of bring it over, and I didn't feel like I could bring my tag and all of the embellishments at the top of the photo more left, because they are centered nicely over the top of the photo for starters, and I didn't want them so far to the left that it looked like the layout was off kilter or anything. So then I ended up with some more flat back pearls from Bo Bunny. actually, I guess those first ones were not pearls. They're more gemstone, flatback gemstones. And the second set is flatback pearls. So I brought those in to kind of fill in some of the spaces to the right-hand side, or in the right-hand side of that vertical line. And I'm liking how that looks. And I just found this gold sticker that said kindness. I thought I'd bring that in because I thought it was a kind thing to do to build a birdhouse. And then my title is just going to be very simple, birdhouse build. I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm bringing in the gold letters and then these the tiny white letters from Paige Evans to create the word birdhouse. And then I think I'm going to do some journaling just below, either below the photos or just above the title. I haven't really decided yet, and I'm just going to journal directly on the layout with a white Arteza pen, and you're not going to get to see that portion of it. A lot of times when I am doing these layouts of Noah and his family, I let my daughter do the journaling, or she tells me the journaling. So I want to check with her before I actually write anything on it to see if there's any cute story to go with it or anything like that. So my apologies that you don't get to see that portion of it. So I'm just going to work on the spacing there of birdhouse build. I also want to remind you that this is a celebration hop. Go check out everyone else playing along or celebrating along with Joanne. All of the links are down below for you. I will also include the links to May I Scraplift You so that you can go check out everyone else who's playing along there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I wouldn't mind a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching and spending time with me today. Questions or comments, you can leave those down below and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.